Hello and welcome, and thanks for watching. Today I'm going to show you how to make these lovely little tennis shoes for baby. You can make them in 3 sizes: 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months and 6 to 12 months. We use an Aran weight 4 yarn, and the sizing depends on the size of hook you use. So for 3 to 6 months, it's a 3mm hook. For 3 to 6 months, a 3.5mm hook. And for 6 to 12 months, a 4mm hook. All the information about materials and sizing and measurements is in the description below. I hope you'll have a go at making them. Let's get started. To begin, we're going to make a slip knot and then chain 10. Into the third chain from the hook, we're going to make 2 double crochets. So yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2, and another double crochet into that same spot, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the final 2. Then into each of the next 6 chains, we're going to make 1 double crochet into each. And then into the final chain, we're going to make 6 double crochets all into that final chain. Then we're going to mirror what we've done on this side. So in the next 6 chains working back up, we're going to make 1 double crochet into each. If you're not sure where to put your hook, just give your work a wee pull and you'll see at the top of the stitch there's a wee gap. That's where you're going to put your hook. And then where we made our first 2 double crochets, we're going to make another 2. And at the end of this first round, you'll have 22 stitches, and it's always worth having a wee count to make sure you're on the right track. And then to join the round, ignore the starting chain, look for the first stitch, and at the top there's the V. Slip your hook under the V, yarn over, pull through, and that's us done our first round. For round 2, chain 2, and then in the first stitch, which is at the base of our starting chain, we're going to make 2 double crochets. And make 2 double crochets into the next stitch. into each of the next 5 stitches, we're going to make 1 half double crochet. So yarn over, hook, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that's our 5 half double crochets. Next, we're going to make increases for the toe. So we're going to make 2 double crochets into each of the next 8 stitches. And there we've got all our increases for the toe. Next, again mirroring what we've done on this side, we're going to make 1 half double crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. Now, where we have our starting chain, where it meets the body of work, that doesn't count as a stitch, okay? So we've got 2 stitches left, and into each we're going to make 2 double crochets. There. And at the end of round 2, you're going to have 34 stitches. And again, it's always worth having a wee check. To join, ignore the starting chain, go to the first stitch, the V at the top, slip your hook underneath that V, yarn over, pull through and pull through, and that's us done our second round. Before we start on round 3, these 2 rounds, that's the sole of our wee shoe done. And this is where it would be worth your while checking your measurements in case your tension and therefore your gauge is different to mine. So get yourself a ruler or a measuring tape and just check, and you see this is 10 centimetres, which is perfect because I'm making the 3 to 6 month size. If your gauge is different to mine, if it's smaller than mine, just use a larger hook, and if your gauge is bigger than mine, use a smaller hook. Right, on to round 3. For round 3, we're going to start by chaining 1, and this round we're going to work into the back loops only. So if you look at the V, you've got a front loop and a back loop, and we're just going to be working into the back loops all the way around. So starting in the first stitch at the bottom of our starting chain, but into the back loop only, and we're just going to work single crochets. So insert hook, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both. There's no increases and no decreases in this round, so I shall meet you towards the end of this round. So coming up to the end of the round, remember that where the starting chain meets the body of our work doesn't count as a stitch. So we've got 1 stitch left into the back loop only, and you'll still have 34 stitches, no increases or decreases, and then join as usual into the first stitch with a slip stitch. There we are. Now next round we chain 1, and we're just going to work a round of single crochets, but this time we're going to work under both loops. So 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, and I'll meet you again towards the end. So coming up to the end of this round, last stitch, join with a slip stitch as usual, and now we're going to change colour. So get your new colour and just pop it over the hook and pull through, and then pull down on the colour we're leaving behind, and then with your finger just hold on to the tail of our new colour and then chain 2. In this round we're going to work into the back loops only again, so we're going to make 1 double crochet into each of the first 6 stitches, all into the back loop only. And as soon as you've done that first stitch, you don't have to hold on to the tail anymore. And 6. Into the next 5 stitches, we're going to make 1 single crochet, back loops only. And now we're going to make double crochet decreases. We're going to make 6 of them. So yarn over, and again just the back loops we're working into. So yarn over hook, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over your hook, then insert into the next stitch along, yarn over, pull through, you've got 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, you've got 3 loops on your hook, 2 of them are those double crochets, yarn over, pull through all 3, and that's you made a double crochet decrease. We'll work one more together. Yarn over hook, insert hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over hook, insert hook into the following stitch, yarn over, pull through, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, and you've made another double crochet decrease. So make another 4 of those. There, that's us done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I put it where you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets. Then into the next 5 stitches, we're going to make 1 single crochet into each, back loops only. And then into the last 6 stitches, we're going to make double crochets, 1 each into the last 6 stitches. And there's number 6. And then, as usual, ignore the starting chain, work a slip stitch to the first stitch of the round. Now, we have made 6 decreases, So now you'll have 28 stitches, okay? And you can, I'll forget my scissors, cut off the colour we're leaving behind. Do not cut off the colour we're now working with, which I have done that before. Right, I'm going to just sew in my ends and then I'll meet you back for the next round. Right, next round, which is round 6, we're going to chain 1 this time, and we're going to make half double crochets, 1 each into the first 5 stitches. So again, starting at the first stitch at the bottom of the starting chain. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half doubles. And then we're going to make 6 single crochets, 1 each in the next 6 stitches. And that brings us to where we made our double crochet decreases. And we're going to make double crochet decreases again. We're going to make 3 of them. So you'll remember how to do it. Yarn over hook, insert into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the following stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, and that's a double crochet decrease. So make another 2 of those. There we are. And then into the following 6 stitches, we're going to make 1 single crochet into each. And then into the last 5 stitches, we're going to make 1 half double crochet into each. And then join to the top of the first stitch in the round with a slip stitch. If the hook will go in, what am I doing? There, that's better. Lovely. So this is coming on grand. Next, we're just going to do a round of slip stitches all the way round. We'll do a chain 1 to begin though, and then again into that first stitch, yarn over and just slip through, slip. Okay, so we're just going to do that all the way round, and I'll meet you towards the end of this round. I'm not finished the round, but I'm back because I forgot to tell you what the stitch count was. So you did 3 double crochet decreases, so you've now got 25 stitches, okay? And the other thing I should have said to you is when you're doing your slip stitches, don't do them tight. You want to do them fairly relaxed, because all we're doing is giving our work a nice little edge, but you don't want it too tight. Okay, I will now meet you towards the end of this round. Right, so here's our last stitch of the round. And I'll just get my scissors and snip off. Now I'll pull the yarn through and I'll get a blunt ended needle, and I'll just show you how I like to finish off. if you've got a way that you like to do it, then you do you. This is just how I like to do it. Right, so you see here, there is our first stitch of the round and there is our second. Because we were working slip stitches, they're kind of at the side rather than on top, okay? So first, second, get your needle and under both loops of the second, slip your needle through and then give it a wee tug and a wee pull, and then this time you're only going through the back loop, and again give it a wee tug and a wee pull, and then see, that just gives it a nice neat finish. So I'll sew in my end and then we'll move on to doing the tongue. Next we're going to make the tongue, so we want to start by turning the shoe inside out and then have the toe facing away from you. Now if you just follow, this is the middle, and if you just follow that line up, you'll see there's the middle there, and we're going to pick up 3 stitches to one side and 3 stitches to the other. So I hope you can see where I'm meaning. 1, 2, 3 for that side, and 1, 2, 3 on this side. So you're just going to slip your hook under that loop, pop your yarn over your needle, over your hook rather, and pull through, and then holding on to that tail, chain 1 and work a single crochet into that loop, and then pick up another 5, gently does it, and working single crochets into each. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hang on, I didn't do that last one very well. Let's redo it. There. And then chain 1, turn. And you're now going to do 5 rows. So you've done 1 row and you're going to do another 5 in single crochets, chaining 1 at the start. Just working 1 single crochet into each of the 6 stitches. So there we are, that's the 6 rows of single crochet. And then we're just going to get our scissors, snip off and pull that through. And to edge it, we're just going to join our yarn just as we've been doing before, and single crochet all the way around. So hold on to the tail, chain 1, work a single crochet. So just evenly single crochet up the side along the 6 stitches at the top, and down the other side. There we are. So again, get our scissors, pull through, and then we'll sew in these ends, and then I'll show you how to do the laces. See you in a minute. Once your ends are all sewn in, turn the shoe back out the right way and then set it aside and get the yarn that you're going to make your laces with and make a slip knot. Now all we're doing for the laces is we're going to make a chain, and we want it nice and tight. So I'll generally use a smaller hook than the one I was making the shoes with. And then you just start chaining nice and tight. And you want to keep chaining until you've got a length of 40 centimetres. That's about 16 inches. So just keep chaining nice and tight, and I'll meet you once you've got the length. Once you've got the length, leave yourself a bit of a tail and cut, and then pull through and just pull it tight, and pull it tight at the other end. And to finish off the ends, we're just going to snip, and then just free it. But we're not going to cut this end off yet, because we're going to get our blunt needle, ended needle, and pop that through. And then this is going to help us position the lace in our wee shoes. So we'll get our shoe and we'll work out roughly where we want to insert our needle from the back to the front. I would do it under about there, and then just pull that through. And then there's our 1, 2, 3 double crochet decreases, and I did it sort of over that bit. So then pop it in that side too. Make sure you're happy with that. Now we're going to pull a bit more through. This tail will go up there. And then we'll have it about here, I think, and pull through. No, I'm not happy with that actually. I want to do that a wee bit different. Bear with. I mean, you can put your laces in however you like, you know, whatever way you like to have it. That's the way for you to do it. Right. Let's see, in about there, and pull through. And then I would have it, making sure I'm doing it fairly even. I would have it in here and pull through. And then going to have it about here. You can tell I'm doing this very scientifically, not right. Now, this one, I want to do it the same place, which is about there, I think. I should have left the tail on this one as well, just so I could get it through easier. You can ease it through with the hook, but it's maybe easier if you can have the tail and do it with a needle. Anyway, however you like to do it, do it. And then, if you're anything like me, you realise that you've got a short side and a long side. So it takes you another 5 minutes to get them the lengths equal. So I won't subject you to watching me doing that. Let me just quickly talk you through. So I get my ends even, cut off and free. And then the way that I finish the shoes off is I block them. So I spritz them with water, and then I get, this is some old cushion stuffing, and then I stuff them, and I prod and I push and I pull, and I get them to sit just how I want, and then I set them aside to dry. And when you block them, it just gets them to hold their shape much better, and they look, it just gives it a better look, I think. Anyway, I have havered enough. I hope you make them. I hope you do well with them. And I hope to see you again. Bye bye now.